Hey, hello, hello to each and every one of you, wherever you may be. Welcome to another inspirational live stream. Joe's here. We've got Joe, first of all, to start. Hello to Joe. Sir Lord Jim Dandy, hello, Munchkins. Munchkins is from the Wizard of Oz. We represent the Munchkin land. We represent. Oh, it's a movie my mother really enjoyed and still likes it to this day, The Wizard of Oz. I can remember when my brother and I, when we were little boys, we would watch The Wizard of Oz together. We'd watch it together, The Wizard of Oz. My own specialized mug made by one of my friends, or my friend got done for me, so I thank my friend for that. He says nothing. Why I'm careful mentioning his name, it's a long story, but it will not be said. But yes, the Munchkins, Wizard of Oz, I remember watching it as a little boy several times with my mother and my brother. We'd watch it together from time to time in the living room at home. Georgina, hello, Georgie. Hello to you. And Elspie and Jody are in the chat. Hello, my great friends. Hello. As does my mother, Georgie. As does my mother. She loves The Wizard of Oz. A very good, timeless movie, The Wizard of Oz. It's a timeless classic. And I'm going to have a few things to share. Obviously, I'm never going to share anything confidential, as you may know. So confidential stuff is never going to be shared, as you know, and you can understand why. He did like Michael Jackson, Rexy. He used to follow Michael Jackson. He hasn't followed Michael Jackson for a long time now, but he did. He was a big fan of him at one point. But one thing I need to share, and I need to make a confession. Things have been a bit busy for me lately, so I am sorry about the rescheduling of certain live streams. At the moment, I can only do one live streams once a week at the moment because there's an issue I'm dealing with at the moment. I'm not going to say what it is. All I can say is I've got an issue I'm dealing with at the moment. So that's going to be so until further notice. Live streams are only going to happen once a week, very sadly. But towards the end of each and every month, until further notice, there'll be a live stream at the end of the month and a live stream at the beginning of the month. That will still continue to happen. But on a general sense, it's going to be live streams once a week until further notice, until this issue that I'm dealing with has been put to bed. Once it's been put to bed, once the issue has been put to bed, but please, it's not because of any of you. None of you have caused the issue. It's just it's an issue. It's very confidential that I can't talk about. I can't say what it is. All I can say, it's an issue I'm dealing with, but I can't say what it is. That's the confidentiality, or where confidentiality kicks in, if you like. So it's going to be one live stream a week until further notice after this live stream. But once the issue has been put to bed, we're going to go back to 2 or 3 times weekly live streaming, sometimes even 4 times weekly live streaming, as I have been known to do that in the past, as you know. Thank you for your understanding, Joe and Aspie. Thank you. And thank you, Georgina, for your understanding. Thank you. Toy Story is one of your favorites. Oh, Toy Story. Oh, I love Toy Story. No, Sir Lord Jim Dandy. Toy Story. I used to watch that almost obsessively. Well, when I was very, very little, until I was about maybe 9 years old, 8, 9 years old, I used to watch it almost incessantly. My brother and my mother and I, we loved to watch Toy Story all together. When the moment came to watch Toy Story all together, thoroughly enjoyable moments in every way. Cheers, everybody. Thoroughly enjoyable movies. And Interesting Landing is one of your favourites, Sir Lord Jim Dandy. It used to be a movie I loved as a little boy. And since you said Toy Story is one of your favourites, you should have seen me as a little boy, Sir Lord Jim Dandy. I mean, we should have watched Toy Story together when I was a little boy. Or maybe, one of these days, if we run into each other, we could watch it together. I think we'll probably both have a good laugh. Denise is in the chat. Hello to lovely Denise. Denise Gallagher. Hello. You're listening in. Hello and hugs to lovely Denise, who grew up in Brighton, out of all places, as I'm a Brighton resident. Oh, the Aristocats is lovely. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie, The Aristocats. No, Aristocats. I could watch that any day. I watched it a lot when I was 18. When I was 18 years old, if there was a cartoon I wanted to watch, it was nearly my only cartoon I would watch when I was 18, because I was only 18 years old when I first watched them and found out about the Aristocats. I was only that late in life, and I found out about it. It was through a friend of mine who told me about the Aristocats. That is. And then I watched it again 2 years later, shortly after my 20th. I need to watch it again. I really need to watch it again. My mother's in the chat. Hello, my boy. Oh, thank you. I'm always going to be my mother's boy, won't I? Yeah, to infinity and beyond. No. Oh, Mum, I just want to let you know, if you're still here, just to let you know, Lord Jim Dandy, who's in the chat, he said Toy Story is one of his favourite movies, and we were talking about Toy Story a moment ago, and I was just telling him how we used to watch it when my brother and I, when we were just little boys, we used to watch it all together at times in the living room. Toy Story, and it's a movie. It's one of your favourites too, as you did tell me. I was like, oh, when you were my little boys, and we'd watch Toy Story. And I remember the days, only too greatly so. I remember the days very, very greatly so. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Asby, Blacksmith. Thank you for your friendliness towards my mother. Thank you. Garfield. I've seen, there's the movie and there's the cartoon. They're two different cartoons. I remember the cartoon. I remember the 3D animated version of the cartoon television series as a little boy, because it was on children's television when it was CGI animated at the time. It was yes, and then there was the movie, live action movie, Breckin Meyer, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Stephen Tobolowsky. Good cast in the movie. And Bill Murray from Ghostbusters. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters! Bill Murray from Ghostbusters is the voice of Garfield in that movie. And that's when they also have the impressively, astonishing Ernie Hudson in that. Not Garfield, but Ghostbusters. And why I say Ernie Hudson's astonishing, because he's actually the oldest cast member. Well, second oldest, in fact, out of all the Ghostbusters, but yet you see him now, he looks bloody ridiculously young. He's the black guy, by the way, in Ghostbusters, Ernie Hudson. He's the black guy who's actually older than Ernie Hudson, but looks ridiculously younger. Loved watching. Oh, you're taking me back to my childhood now, Aspie. That was on the television, on children's television when I was a boy. Looney Tunes. Bob. Did you mean Bob the Builder? Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Bob the Builder. Yes, we can. Yes, I think so. Oh, that was childhood. That was my childhood at the time, Bob the Builder. And the movie, The Magic Roundabout, the 2005 one, 20 years ago when it came out. The Magic Roundabout, the place to get about. Oh, these memories. That was when my mother was a little girl, Danger Mouse, during the 1980s, 1990s, and also those rainbow. Do 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 rainbow up above the streets and houses, rainbow climbing high. Rain, everyone can see it smiling over the sky. Paint over with the rainbow. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's Zippy. Now I'm gonna have a little drink, and then I'm just gonna do all these live streams. That is Zippy, all right. You won't get on with it. We've got a live show. You talk, and you organise too slowly, and you talk too much. Oh. Rainbow, Zippy, George, Bungle, Jeffrey. Yes, who died, unfortunately, Jeffrey. He died a while back. No, he wasn't all that old. Zippy, it's George, Zippy and Bungle, that is, Joe. George, Zippy and Bungle. Good evening, Sapper. Good evening to you. Beep, beep, beep. You're in the car, aren't you? Yes, Rainbow. Remember Rainbow? And I'm very certain, I could be wrong, but I'm certain Blacksmith meant Bob the Builder, because he said Bob, but it wasn't done Bob in capitals. So, and also there was Thomas the Tank Engine, initially narrated by Ringo Starr, and then Michael Angelis, who died a few years back, unfortunately. You know, well, that was very hard when that was really, not only was that, was it moving, not only was it greatly saddening, but I was really quite struck when Michael Angelis died, you know, because he was my childhood. He narrated a childhood favourite of mine, Thomas the Tank Engine, which I used to watch as a little boy. And I really enjoyed Thomas the Tank Engine when it was good on the television. Then it went all CGI after, when I was about nine, I think I was. It went all CGI after that. And Bob the Builder, I think's gone. I think a lot of these childhood favourites of mine, including Fireman Sam, included, that's pretty much gone CGI too, went CGI. No, there's seldom around now. They hardly make cartoon television shows like that now for children. Tom and Jerry. Oh my. The list is on it. There's the childhood favourites. Oh gosh, do take care when you're driving back from Dubai. Do take care. Yes, certainly good evening to Sapper indeed. Thank you, Sir Lord Jim Dandy, thank you. Oh, Flapper's here. Hello, Flapper. I have seen Ivor the Engine, Denise, yes. Ivor the Engine, I have seen Ivor the Engine, I have, yes. And Bob the Cat is a film and books about a cat who is famous. Oh, thank you, Blacksmith, thank you for reminding me. And I remember Lady and the Tramp, the original cartoon. I watched that when I was a little boy from time to time, and I watched it many years later at the age of 18. Lady and the Tramp, the cartoon. This is the night, it's a beautiful night, and we call it Bellanotte. Rachel Green's here. Hello, Rachel in Birmingham. Hello. And Suzanne Baxter in Kent. Suzanne, I heard about your news, and I'm really sorry about what happened to your husband. I'm not going to say it live, but I'm sorry about your husband. No, I like Lady and the Tramp too. I really do like Lady and the Tramp, Aspie. They just don't make cartoons like that nowadays. No, I wish they did. Wurzel is your all-time favourite, Aunt Sally and John Portwee. Hello, Rachel. Hello, always. Favourite Disney bullet? Yes, the Jungle Book. For the bare necessities. No, a lot. I love Disney. I love Disney movies, particularly the older ones. I really like, and some of the cartoons that they did Disney-wise, particularly the Aristocats. I don't know why. It's not nothing that I did. It's nothing that I did. Pete's Dragon. I love Pete's Dragon, Suzanne. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I look in your eyes and you whisper sweetly. We don't match in size, but we fit so neatly. Hop 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 hop. Elliot's the dragon. Pete's the little boy. Elliot's the dragon. No, and they've got some big stars in Pete's Dragon. Mickey Rooney, Helen Reddy, Red Buttons, Jim Dale. Charlie Callis is the voice of Elliot. They've got quite a lot of famous, certainly particularly famous stars in Pete's Dragon. There's any way to describe it. Bambi, I never got to see Bambi. Oh, I wish I did. Oh, isn't it just? Cotswold Girl, Lisa's here. Hello, Lisa, from the Cotswold Girl from Kemble, not far from Avening, where Richard E. Grant and his late wife used to live. Avening. And Avening, if you didn't know, it's not too far from Kemble, because I know you said you're Kemble-based. Kemble. I mean, I've heard of Kemble, and I do know of Kemble, but I've never been. I remember my mother was going to go to a wedding in Kemble once, but she got put off getting the train because of how expensive the ticket was to get there. But I never saw High School Musical, Denise. I never saw High School Musical. Oh, he is brilliant. He and Julie Garland, him and Julie Garland were. I really do like Mickey Rooney, especially from the night when he did his 1940s movies. And I particularly like him in Strike Up the Band. Strike Up the Band, National Velvet. Oh my goodness, he was good in Pete's Dragon, certainly that. The Black Stallion, he was in The Black Stallion. I liked him in The Black Stallion. He was very good in that. A lot of his old movies from the 40s, 50s, the 60s were brilliant. No, but, and he was still well known even up until he died. And surprise you as it might, Aspie, Mickey Rooney, he was in Night at the Museum, tell you something, or surprise you as it might. He was in Night at the Museum. He was the old security guard, very short, but by this point he was bald, saggy, and overweight at this point. No, I haven't, Denise, no. So not Jim Dandy. I've seen Bedknobs and Broomsticks several times. Nothing could beat Bedknobs and Broomsticks. But I really wished I didn't see it so late in life. Oh. I was only about 50. I was 15 when I first watched Bedknobs and Broomsticks. And I can remember after I watched it the night before school. And then the next morning, next morning in school, I was nearly talking about it to all my classmates, my classroom peers, and my what's next? Yes, and to my teachers. I was talking about it to my teachers. One of my teachers remembered it, and actually, that was my favourite scene of my teachers in Bedknobs and Broomsticks. David Tomlinson and the football game with all the cartoons. Honestly, that was just brilliant. And the Portobello Road song. Babies in Arms. I know Babies in Arms, but I've never seen it. But I know the good morning song. And yes, and Babies on Broadway. Love Affair. Love Finds Andy Hardy. I really would love to see Love Finds Andy Hardy. Oh, Love Finds Andy Hardy. No, I really want to see that one day. It's nearly 90 years old now. It's very, very old. I have actually, said Lord Jim Dandy. Yes, I actually have seen Kes. A very long time ago, I saw Kes. I was only a little boy when I saw it. It was a long time now. His parents are buried in the churchyard. That's where Richard E. Grant used to live. Richard E. Grant, Joan Washington, his late wife, they used to live in Avening, near Kemble. But wow, thank you for letting me know that Avening is lovely. I'd like to see Avening. I wouldn't want to go there to see Richard E. Grant, no, but I'd love to I'd love to see it for myself one day. Lovely to drop in. Didn't know this was happening. No trouble at all, Denise. No trouble at all. We love having you here. You take care, my lovely Denise. Love and hugs to you always, my lady. Love and hugs to you always. You take care. And thank you always for your unfailing courtesy. And we love you just the way you are, Denise. Your unfailing courtesy, your friendship, and your friendliness. This is why we love you, and that's the reason why we love you dearly. Goodbye for now, my love. Goodbye. Oh, Aspie and Flapper, you are just lovely always. Always, my love, always, Denise. Oliver, Bill Sykes, food, glorious food. Please, sir, can I have some more? What? Oh, please, sir, can I have some more? Some more? Oh, poor little Oliver. Oh. Harriet, hello. I'm quite well. Yes, like also Toy Story, Bullseye. Run like the wind, Bullseye. Honestly, this is really, we're getting rather nostalgic tonight, aren't we? What should I have called this live stream? Let's talk nostalgia. Had I known this was going to come tonight, I was going to call this live stream, Let's Talk Nostalgia. Did Oliver at school? He was in the chorus. Who will buy? Brilliant harmonies. Dave Barnes in the chat. Hello to Dave. Hello to you indeed. Yes, Nancy. Oh, right. No, I remember you saying before, but Denise had to go because she's got to get her tea done. Oh, thanks, Mom. Thank you for your kindness to all. No, really. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness always. And everybody in my community loves you, but nobody could love you more than myself and all the family. That's what I'd say. Thank you, Georgina, for your kindness towards one of my best friends, Dave Bryan. David, Jonathan, and Dave. Wouldn't change having them as friends for the world. I really wouldn't. Particularly David Scott, who I met, as you know, at a critically low point in my life. My mother remembers this very well. And my mother actually can't be more thankful towards David. Obviously, I'm going to be more thankful to him, but my mother's equally as thankful too. Got some music, but regrettably, I did not have enough time to do a presentation for this one, Sir Lord Jim Dandy, because I've got a lot going on at the moment, with the house move, because I'm moving house, when we're moving a property, that is. And also there's an important issue, there's an issue I'm dealing with at the moment, which obviously is getting which I've been working on lately. But once that's, obviously that won't stop me doing a presentation, but just this week I've not had enough time. But like I said earlier on, Sir Lord Jim Dandy, once the issue's put to bed that I'm dealing with, I'll be going back to doing more than just once weekly live streaming after that. Just want to wait till the issue's been put to bed first. I look well, the shade of blue really suits me. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Harriet, thank you. I support you too, Joe. Love to you always. Lots of love and many protective hugs always. Many protective hugs, Joe. Very, very many protective hugs always, where you're small enough for me to do so anyway. Well, even though you get far more than plenty of hugs from your 6-foot protectors, your 6-foot daughter, and your 6-foot 3-inch husband. Even though it's far more than likely you get plenty of hugs and protective hugs from the two of them, I'd always give you one too. Well, you're probably going to say, don't give my daughter ideas. Oh, dear. Oh, it's a long story. I'll tell you privately, Dave. I'll tell you privately. It's a long story. I'll tell you when the live is over, okay? Because I've got you on the private message. It's a long story. David knows why, but he won't say privately. And Jonathan, they know that I'm moving. There you are. Hello, hello. Do you like rom-coms? I do, yes. I do, yes. What is my favorite genre of film? I do like rom-coms, but I really like cartoons or old classics. That's probably got to be one of my favorites, alongside history documentaries and steam railway documentaries, on the whole. If it answers your very questioning, that is. No, we're moving into an apartment. Well, this is an apartment, that is, and we're going to be moving into a different apartment. We're still moving in Brighton. I'm still going to be Brighton-based, but a different area. But I'm not going to say where, and certainly not publicly. I'm certainly not going to disclose this publicly. Oh, Aspie, you didn't have to, but thank you. Oh, sorry, wait a moment. Dave, I did see you need to be careful putting out events publicly. Please be careful, because I have dealt with trolling, and if they find this, and if it was on long enough and they found it, that could put me in a dangerous situation. So please do not disclose events publicly, please, because that could otherwise it would put me in a dangerous situation. What's up, dog? Yeah, Bugs Bunny, Sylvester the Cat, Porky Pig, they're the best. Love history documentaries, especially yes, as does I. As does I too. As does I. As does I indeed. No, you didn't know, Dave. You didn't know, but I thought I'd tell you all the same. Ancient Rome, ancient Egypt. Now, Lisa, ancient Egypt. I used to learn about ancient Egypt when I was a little boy, back in my primary school day. Well, it wasn't all, I don't know why I always say as if it's a long time, because I'm only 24 years of age. I mean, many don't believe my age, I know, but when I was about 9, 10 years old, back in the 2010s, before I left second primary school, I used to learn about ancient Egypt. We didn't do ancient Rome, though, in primary school, but we did do ancient Egypt, however. But I'm happy learning so. Happy learning so. Hope that... No, I'm not going to be okay. Daphne and Nixie, they should be fine. They should be fine, Daphne and Nixie. It's our loveliest Heather Arredondo. Hello. Hello to our loveliest little Heather. Hello. Well, she's not that little, but she's a fairly little lady. A fairly short, fairly petite lady, that is, but she's lovely. Always says the nicest things, and unfailingly says the loveliest things too. Honestly, no, she always says the nicest and loveliest things, always. I mean, love Heather. Love her dearly. And she even gave me a rather amusing compliment almost a year ago. It was a picture of me in a classic car almost a year ago at the Worthing Minis by the Sea 2024 event. I can't go this year because of an event that's coincided with it, but I'm hoping to go in 2026, that is. But she said, you cutie. Said I was a cutie. Oh, that was a very lovely, but a funny compliment too at the same time. Wow. No, but I appreciated the compliment, Heather. I certainly did. You will learn, I mean, I can't speak for yourself, Lisa, because I know you've seldom experienced being conversant with Heather as of yet. But once you get to know Heather, And once you've experienced being around her and being conversant with her, what have you, you cannot help but see the love, the unfailing loveliness she retains in the core depth of her personality. No, really. Honestly, really. Honestly, I can't speak for yourself because obviously you would, because you've seldom experienced it. But from my end of experience, once you get to know someone like Heather and experience what she's like personality-wise, you just cannot help but not only learn to love somebody like her, but you can't help but see the unfailingly kindly loveliness she retains. I mean, really, from what I've experienced, Lisa, it's hard. It's a hard thing not to miss in Heather herself. It's a hard thing not to miss. If there's any way to describe. No, because I remember on a comment, it was a Christmas live we were both on, not live stream appearance wise, but comments wise, we were in the chat box of the comments on the live. And she said something, and I liked what she said. And I said, "Oh, Heather, that was very nice." And I was appearing on a live, and she said something, and I was like, "Oh, Heather." No, really, said some of the nicest things, really. No, ancient Egypt fascinates, but the thing that scared me regarding ancient Egypt, Georgina, is when they pull the brain out from the nose when it comes to embalming. Disgusting. Oh, thanks, Heather. Thank you for saying I'm a cutie. Thank you. Thank you very, very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you. No, really, I couldn't thank you most sincerely enough. That's very nice of you to have said so. I'm still a cutie. Thank you. No, some people used to think I was a cute little boy. No, but you should have seen me when I was aged 18, Heather. And when I was 18 years of age, some people confused me for being a 16-year-old. I actually sent it to my friend, a picture of me when I was 18 years old. It's a good 6 years now because I'm 25 next year. But when I was 18, you'd be really surprised. Also, I was thinner back then when I was 18. I mean, because back when I was 18, I was not the 153-pound man that I am now. I was 130 pounds then. So I was an absolute petite back then, an absolute petite. No, but you really should have seen how young I looked then. Well, whether you'd consider me cute or not, well, I'm going to show you now, if I can get it up. And I was having my first glass of port sherry on that day. On the day of my 18th birthday, first drink of port or sherry that I had, first glass. Sheltered experience, but I did not get drunk on it, by the way. I certainly did not get drunk on it. I thought he was older than that. I thought your son was older than 20. I really thought your son was older than 20, Heather. I actually thought he was 20, about 24. I thought he was my age or a bit younger. Oh, have you got to go, Mum? Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you again. Only 21 and told you look around 17. It's horrific. Hello. Hello to Minnie. You're 21. I'm 24. I'm 24. So you're only a few years older than I. Your daughter will be 22. I'm 24. I'm older than your daughter, Heather. But I think you're older than my mother because my mother's only 47. Tell you something. She was just turning 23 when she had me. My mother, just turning 23. Thanks, Asby. Thank you for your kindness towards my mother. Yoli's here. Hello to you. No, where was I? No, I've got the picture up. You really should have. You're 51. Oh, gosh, you're older than my mother. Gosh, you're older than her. No, my mother's 47, but you wouldn't believe it, though. You wouldn't believe that my mother's 47 if you saw her. Susan's in here. Hello, Susan in the chat. Hello. No, but wait a moment. I've got to have something to show. Now, in case anyone wants to know who this possibly a teenager, one might think I'm a teenager there, but that was me. Wait, I'll put it in the comments. Yeah, that was a young 18-year-old me. That was a young 18-year-old me. Yeah, you see the difference in me now, not just with the look, but also the size of me then. I was tiny then. 45 going on 18 in your head. Ta-da! Hello to you, my lovely Maureen. Hello. Oh, thanks, Heather. Oh, Heather. I mean, oh, my lovely Heather. Don't you know just how lovely you really are? You, Heather, are just lovely in every way. Thank you for the kind things you had to say about my mother. Thank you. Thank you. Refill's in the chat. Hello, hello, hello to you. Hello, Refill in Switzerland. Getting on a bit too, but in your head you still feel like you're in your 20s. No. I'm in my 20s and, before I know it, I'll be hitting my 30s by next decade. But yes, this was me, 18-year-old Foxy. This is the port sherry I was drinking, Flapper. Yes, port sherry, first time I drank it on my 18th, this is my 18th birthday. This picture there, but gosh, look at me then and me compared to now. Me then and compared to now, just look at me then. I mean, if you see here, well, my jumper, gosh, it was all baggy and it looked all baggy and loose on me back then. No, and even the shirt was merely too big because I was so petite then. I mean, I wasn't much over 9 stone back then. I was only 130 pounds back then. Although I do have a friend who used to be 100 pounds back in her youth. Well, until she was in her 60s, she was 100 pounds. So even when she was older than the age I am now, a tiny, tiny thing, and got accused either once or several times of being an anorexic, when in truth she was not. She could eat, not gain weight, potentially eat people under. Yes, Suzanne, I remember you saying before. Don't recall what you had on your 18th birthday. You was probably puddled. I actually did get fairly drunk on my 18th birthday. Well, I was tipsy. I didn't get drunk because it would have ruined the day, but I got rather tipsy because I had quite a lot to drink, but it was spread out over a period of time when I was drinking on my 18th birthday. I did have quite a bit to drink, but I didn't drink. I did drink a little too much, but it was a special day. My 18th was a special day. I did, thank you, Suzanne. Yes, I did like the Xmas photos. Yes, I certainly did. For sure. Oh, Susan. Oh, my lovely Susan. Thank you for your kindness towards Harriet and Georgina. Thank you. Oh, I'd like to be 18 again too, Maureen. I'd love to go back to my 18th birthday. I'd love to celebrate my 18th birthday all over again. 6 years ago, my 18th birthday. I'd just love to celebrate it all over again. No, I really, really would. Wonderful time. It was a wonderful, marvelous, marvelous time, my 18th. No, marvelous, marvelous time. Going back to work Monday. Have a good day back at work, Refill. Have a good day back at work. Thank you, Flapper. Thank you for your kindness towards Refill. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. It's any way to describe you, Heather. It's definitely lovely. Lovely is definitely one way to describe you. Yes, yes, it would be nice to know what we know now and be 18. I only agree with you wholeheartedly on that, Georgina. Only too wholeheartedly agree with you on that. You know. No, but Harriet, really, I should have said this more properly. But thank you. Thank you for saying it was thank you for your compliments on the photo on my 18th. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't looked all that different since I was 20. I mean, I have changed since I was 18, not only size-wise, but facially. Things as you get older, one's body changes, face changes, all that. My hair was different back when I was 18 compared to now. And no, but the thing what I would like, what was it? It was to reference Maureen's point. No, I would really love to be 18 all over again. I'd certainly love to live my childhood all over again because there are many highlights in my childhood. Very many. Very, yes. But no, when one has a good life, Maureen, it retains happy memories. Oh, have you got to go? Goodbye for now, lovely Lisa. Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. You have a good bath time. You don't want it to spill over. And good luck with your channel. You're doing well. You've made a good start to your channel, Lisa. So, mods, if you can, could you please put the link to Lisa's channel, if you can? She's got a good channel. You have a feeling you've always been I have a feeling you've always been a handsome young chap. Oh, thank you, Yoni. Thank you. No, but that was when I was 18. I showed the picture. How different I look then. But not just different on my face, how much younger I looked, but even size-wise, of decades in front of me. Thanks, Maureen. No, if I'm lucky, I hope I've got a few more decades in front of me. Fingers crossed. If nothing happens to me health-wise, or if nothing bad accident-wise happens to me and I'm lucky enough to survive it, let's hope I've still got the good decades ahead. I really hope so. I mean, if things improve in my lifetime, and if my country gets any better than it is now, our home country, well, hopefully I've got a good life ahead. Well, my loveliest Heather, it is certainly indeed a real pleasure, most sincerely, and we always enjoy having you within my content. Thank you. With the baby face versus his handsome adult face. Either way, handsome. Thank you. Thanks, Yoli. Thank you. And thank you, Georgina, for linking Lisa's channel. Thank you. Thank you. Always on the move. When there's certainly enchantment going about. No, but there have been a few interesting things. You'd be surprised, but I have seen now, for the first time since almost a week ago, classic Rolls Royces. And there's certainly nothing better than a classic Rolls Royce on the whole. Rolls Royce, but it was the only time the event took place. 60th anniversary since the Rolls Royce Silver Shadow. No, because they were first built back in 1965, those enchanting cars. Where is this thing? Sorry, do get a bit confused. Thought I had it, because I'm on the folder, but I can't seem to find what it is. Yes, I know, 2 weeks. It's your birthday refill, yes. What car would I drive if I could? An Austin. I'll drive an Austin. No, I love a good Austin. Particularly the 1920s ones. No. No, it wasn't my given name at birth, no. No, but I have to be more careful at the moment revealing certain things, they could. It's a long story why, but in answer to your question, no, it's not. Mirabelle's in the chat. Hello, Mirabelle. Hello, my lady. Hello. Right. How could it be missing when I've... Oh! Here's something pretty enchanted. No trouble at all, Yoli. No trouble at all. No trouble at all. You didn't realise. Yoli didn't realise, but thank you for the good reminder, Jody. Thank you for the good reminder. Your birthday's also in 2 weeks. So happy birthday for 2 weeks, Flapper. Okay. In case I'm not live in 2 weeks' time, well, let's hit it. Happy birthday for 2 weeks' time, Flapper and Refill, and very many happy returns for your special day. And also we've got Yoli's birthday in October. I have not forgotten Yoli's birthday. For the 20th of October, isn't it? And I think she said she's going to be 45 years young, but really could pass for being about 27, all the more likely. Mine was just gone nearly a couple of months ago, but I know we've got yours in a couple of months. Hopefully I can't tell between now and October, Yoli. I can't say if I can do a live on your birthday for sure. I can't tell at the moment. But if I can, even if you're absent, from it, we would certainly say happy birthday to you in your honor. That is. It's a nice way to do it. Not in a bad or, bad backstabbing way. No, but in a nice, friendly way. No, I know that, Maureen. It's a pleasure, Flapper. And Refill, it's a pleasure. Always, both of you. Pleasure. Keppy. Hello to lovely Keb Carter. Hi, Keppy. Hello to you indeed. Keppy, who's the brunette with green eyes, apparently. And I'm all for blondes and brunettes. Oh, no trouble. It's no trouble at all, Mirabelle. No trouble. Anne's in the chat. Hello to Anne Campbell in Scotland. Hello. Yes, no. Mirabelle, Georgina is right. Georgina is right. We have to be careful here, especially because I'm going through a bit of a situation at the moment. I mean, it's confidential to say what the situation is, but all I can say, I'm going through a bit of a difficult situation at the moment regarding something that I am hoping gets put to bed fairly soon. But no trouble, no trouble. You didn't know, Mirabelle. You certainly didn't know. Georgina is right here. You know, and anybody who's saying that my mods are controlling my chat, controlling me, or controlling my friends or supporters, and controlling my supporters, I am sorry, KB, but I need to do this to speak up for myself. Those who think my mods are controlling me and control the chat and control everything that's said, fuck you and get a life. That's what I'd say. No way do they control what I do. You're going to get your comeuppance, idiots. That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, Kevy, but it's you know, one thing I'm not going to have are people saying that I'm being controlled when it's not true. It's not a story, but I'm not going to say anymore. No. Yeah, yes, no. Thank you, Jodie. Thank you for making it clear. Thank you. I'm a little sprite. Well, I am small. I mean, I'm not as small as you, but I am small. I'm not as small as yourself, Jodie, Heather. Heather Arredondo, that is, because she's only a small 5'4" lady who's got a very tall 6'5" husband, a 6'5" protector, who's also additionally 100 pounds heavier than she is. So that's a real protector. So I'm guessing Heather is an absolute petite for weight. Sorry, but I'm not trying to fat shame or skinny shame. I'm really not. But I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know if Heather has ever been skinny shamed. I don't know if Heather has ever been skinny shamed, if she's still on here, that is. I don't know if she's ever been skinny shamed, but I have actually been skinny shamed. But if anyone skinny shames me, I could not care less. I couldn't give a donkey's tail or a donkey's facial expression if one skinny shames me. I certainly could not care less. I've got a thick skin, I've got humor, I could take it. But there are people out there, and even some supporters of mine, who do not take well to being either skinny shamed or fat shamed, whether it's a banter or not, just to let each and every one of you know here. So, Heather, if I had said anything upsetting, potentially, or asked a potentially upsetting question, asking if you've been skinny shamed, my apologies. My sincerest apologies. Thanks, Shirley. I'm a strong man. You needn't worry. I'm a strong man. I'm going to get through it. So, you know, it's only the idiots who are going to get their comeuppance. But I'm a strong man, and I'm okay. I've gone through a lot of problems, so you needn't worry. Some people, not all, but I'm not too touchy about being shamed about my size. I'm not touchy about it. I'm certainly not touchy about being shamed about my size. Whether it's skinny shaming or even if I was fat and I was fat shamed, I could not care less. I certainly could not care less. To insinuate anyone control. Thank you, Maureen, thank you. But the truth is, Maureen, nobody controls me. Absolutely nobody controls me. To most assuredly tell you of things. None of my mods, No, none of you here control me. And I know, and I can say that for a fact. It's just idiots. People who say that, there's just idiots spreading rumors. Yeah, no, only two rights, Jodie, only two rights. Yeah, isn't she just? Good on you, Maureen. Oh, thanks, Suzanne, thank you. You know. Oh, good evening, Bill. You're getting ready for bed, and I had to say something. I needed to get one more thing off my chest. So if you are watching, you know, I am a legitimate victim, and saying that I'm not such a victim after all, when I am truly a legitimate victim for your bullying and the victimizing towards me. You are actually, in fact, victimizing, and you yourself and others are playing the victim in all of this. So up your ass, you dickhead. This person does not fool me. I'm not going to say who it is, but we know who we're talking about. He doesn't fool me, and he's telling lies about me. People are going to realize who you are. I mean that. End of story. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. No. We've still got a bit of time to keep going, Bill. We've still got a bit of time. I do not understand so good because I'm German. There are often mean people online who hide. Yeah, I know. It's only true. Bill. No, Bill. This is confidential. This is confidential who I was talking about. It's very confidential. Yes, exactly. No, yes. I got it off my chest. Anyway, moving on. But Bill, that was actually, it's very confidential to give revelations in this. It's very confidential. So we can't, because if I revealed, it could perpetuate into something far worse. So that's too confidential to talk about. Germany has odd internet feelings and rules. Yes, true. Oh, thank you. Oh, Mirabelle. Oh, my lovely Mirabelle. Don't you know just how kind you really are? You are just lovely in every way. Like the lovely Heather. I mean, you don't quite have the same, not the same personality traits as Heather Arredondo, who was just in here a moment ago. The deepfakes, I like the deepfakes. Actually, can I tell you something, Bill? I actually have given him his consent, my consent for the deepfakes. He would never do it without my consent. If I didn't like a deepfake that he did of me, I would say to him, and he would not, and he wouldn't publicly show it. I would always say yes if I liked it, but if I didn't like one, I would say no. I would say no. Could we not show it? I didn't like it. But could we please be careful talking about my friend Sapper, Bill, because both of us we've been going through a bit of trouble regarding something, but it's confidential to say why. But thank you for looking out for me, Bill. Thank you for your concern, but you really don't need to worry about the deepfakes Sapper has made of me, because I like them, and even my mother likes the deepfakes of me too. I was just telling Bill that I do not have a problem with your deepfakes, Sapper. I was just telling Bill that I do not have a problem with them. Hello, Denise. Hello. Trying to sort dinner. Gosh, rather late to have tea. I certainly will. Denise. I certainly will. No, you are kind too, aren't you, Refill? Yes. And I was going to show something rather interesting. And it's a picture in style. I want to show a picture of me in style at a once only event because it was only just the once only. Yeah. Now, this is a picture of me in style with a 1978 Rolls Royce. I took my suit my blazer off, but I decided to take it off to really pose in style. Oh, Sapper and Jody, Bill didn't cause any problems. He was looking out for me. But thank you for looking out for me, Sapper and Jody, and thank you, Bill. But could we move on from it now, please, Bill? I mean, Jody did say we don't want drama, and I would say the same thing. We do not want drama here. But I do understand why you're looking out for me. No, doesn't he just, Flapper? Doesn't he just? Cracking picture of me in the Rolls Royce. It was 1978. The year my mother was born, this Rolls Royce was built, 1978, and that's me in style there. I don't say this boastfully or arrogantly, but yes, that was me. Thank you, Blacksmith. Thank you. It's one picture in style, that is. Oh, sorry, Suzanne. I need to see where you did it. Thank you, Flapper. Thank you. Thank you, Flapper. Right. Great green in my shot. A little nature. Thank you. That was at Brooklands Museum, just saying. That's part of the grown bush. Oh, Suzanne, I did not see anything you showed me. I've not seen anything you've shown me. Nothing's come through, Suzanne. Will Barnes, you certainly resemble an eloquent and spiffing chap. Thank you, Will. Will Barnes. Thank you, Will. Thank you. Thank you. And also, there's something much more interesting here to show. Yes, I've got it up. That's me in a 1970 Rolls Royce. Thanks, Georgina, but this is me in a Rolls Royce. That's even greater. Hello to you indeed. Hello. I'm very well, thank you. Very well. Creations with Jax. Hello to you. Thanks, Kebby. Thank you. This is me in a 1970 Rolls Royce, a Rolls Royce that's 55 years old. And fun fact in this picture here, the couple, it was a Dutch couple who owned this. Oh, is refill going? Refill going. You take care, refill. You take care. Just look everything fine how you are. Thank you, Blacksmith. Just looking everything fine. Thank you. No, I need to, sorry, take care, refill. Oh, thank you, Denise. Thank you. I wish I could show photos here from Brighton, but it doesn't work here. No, thank you, Denise. No, really, thank you. I know. Yeah, I know. Okay, Bill, could we please stop? But thank you for raising my concerns, but thank you. Thank you. But could we please move on from it now? Hello, Joy. Hello to you indeed. No, not in my content. No. Certainly not in my content. No, we're talking about people outside of my content. There are trolls outside of my content who are horrible. Not here, but outside. But I need to share the fun fact. Now, this Rolls Royce here, the first owner who first took ownership of this 1970 Rolls Royce here owned it for 25 years before passing it on to a second owner. Second owner who had it, 25 years. And then the owners, the Dutch couple who owned this Rolls Royce, purchased it. They're the third round of owners of this Rolls Royce over the 55 years this Rolls Royce has been around. So what do you make of this fun fact? Yes, no, thank you, Jodie, thank you, Denise. You take care, Bill. Ta-ta for now. You take care. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't, Bill. It certainly would not. I know. Do tell me about it. Rolls Royce. Thanks, Denise. Thank you. I can assure you, Bill, it certainly would not. I couldn't agree with you more. Oh, have you got to go? Ta-ta for now, Yoli. Ta-ta for now. It's okay. No one can stay from start to finish. Do take care. Do take care, Yoli. Ta-ta for now. And this is me in a 1974 Rolls Royce. I saw about 5, and I've got a picture of me in about 4 Rolls Royces. You're heading to bed? Oh, I hope you're okay, Joy. I hope you're all right, love. And fun fact here, to all who are in here, fun fact about this Rolls Royce. This Rolls Royce was built the same year that the owner was born, 1974. So this Rolls Royce owner who took this photographed picture of me sitting and posing in his Rolls Royce was born the same year his Rolls Royce was built. Imagine that. And that was actually younger than his wife. Younger than his 45-year-old wife, that is. His 45-year-old wife who looked about 39, 40. And the Rolls Royce owner who took this picture of me here, he looked a little bit like an older version of Charlie Chaplin. He wasn't short, though. He was tall, but he was a tall version of Charlie, who you would probably think is Charlie Chaplin. He had lovely eyes, nice roundish face, nice smile, and all that, you know. It was a bit like, he was a little bit like an older version of Charlie Chaplin. You take care, my lovely Denise. Love and hugs to you always, my lady. That Rolls Royce still works? No, it still does. I think it more than likely does. I remember you saying before, Blacksmith. Yes, I remember you saying before. Love and hugs to you always, my lovely Denise. Oh. Oh. Love you, my lady. Love you, Denise. Really? Really, Kebby? I never knew you were married as early as 1974. Didn't realize you were... I never could have known you were an adult in 1974. Little could I have realized this. Oh, it's here she is. The wonderful cat owner, Odette. The cat owner who has a cat who resembles my Daphne. Odette's cat Wallace, that is, who has a cat who resembles Daphne a little bit. Although he's probably a bit larger than Daphne. How's our lovely Odette? And Odette, thank you for your compliments regarding the beer picture I had of me at Tinker's Park. It was to celebrate 4 years. Well, really, the real time to celebrate when it comes to Tinker's Park, Odette. is this time next year, because next year will be 5 years since I first went to Tinker's Park. But thank you for the compliments regarding the beer photographed picture. But it's wonderful seeing you here, my lovely Odette. You haven't aged, Foxy. Still the same. Really? Wow. No, blacksmith. Oh, sorry, blacksmith. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Sapper. The founding brother of Rolls-Royce was actually my local vicar. Oh, the best moment was christening my little brother when his false teeth fell out unto the voice of, oh, Odette. Oh, my lovely, lovely Odette. Don't you always just so lovely? Happy learning you're well. Always. It's always a cheery hello to you, my lady Odette. Cheery hello to you. If you'd like to have my email, Denise, that's certainly fine. If you wait a moment, I'll put in my email. It's not my real email. This is an email for YouTube purposes. YouTube purposes only is this email, but this is not my real email. Wait with me a moment. I'll get it up, and you can have it, Denise. In case you want to have it, Denise, that's my email. Please do. Please feel free to do so, lovely Denise. Feel free to do so. Oh, okay. Sorry, Jodie. Sorry. That was a better suggestion. Sorry, Denise. Sorry, Jodie. Sorry, ladies. Mary? Oh, is she here? Oh, Mary. Hello. Hello, my lady. Certainly is it. So what do I owe you this pleasure? I mean, certainly to what do I owe you this pleasure? Hope you're okay over in Cork in Ireland. Cork in the Republic of Southern Ireland, that is. Thank you for being so supportive always, Jodie. And you see what I mean, idiots? There's no controlling there, so fuck you. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. Won't say any more because otherwise it could exacerbate things. But sorry, Jodie. Sorry, everybody. But there. Anyway. And there's something very, very interesting I want to show you. It was like traveling back in time if I get this picture up. Okay. Oh, hello, Moni. Hello to you. Further to your recommendation of Seafood Museum is a proud installment of Foxy's fun and inspirational chats. You took your partner of 1 year and 12 days to this very destination. Did you really? You went, was it because of me? Did you go because of me? Because it was David and I, my bestie, we both went. You took your partner to Seafood Museum. Oh, Will, your partner's of 1 year. Oh, how lovely. I've got some pictures of me still from Seafood Museum. I love the way English say Mary. Oh, thanks, Kebby. Hello, Moni. Hello, my Moni. Hello. Oh, dear. Mary, Harriet, Kebby, Frapper. All of you, all being so what? All of you. Now, I really should say this, but all of you, you are unfailingly consummate, wholesome, unfriendly in every way. And I thank you always for your kindness and friendliness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you always, all of you, for being unfailingly consummate, your impeccably large friendliness, and your sincerity in every way. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Really, thank you. We went purely because of my magnificent review, detailed on my fun inspirational charts. Oh, thank you, Will. That's certainly lovely hearing of this from you. Thank you for telling me so. Georgina, you needn't worry about missing Odette. Odette is seldom bothered by something like this. She's certainly seldom bothered by that. No. For you always, Odette. For you always. And Odette, in case you wanted to know how I found out about Tinker's Park, I found out about it through one man and one man only, and that is my bestie David. He was the one who introduced me to Tinker's Park when we first met, shortly after we first met. Ever since I met David in 2021, Odette, honestly, the way he's changed my life is fantastic, and it was for the better. And Tinker's Park has changed my life since going, for the better and for the positives, for the real positives, that is. Couldn't be more thankful. There's no man I could be more thankful than to David Scott for introducing me to Tinker's Park. No man no person I'm more thankful to than David Scott, given not just Tinker's Park that he introduced me to, but other events he got me into going to as well. And the positive side effect it's had on me personally. No man I could be more thankful to other than David Scott. Well, I was dealing with a critically low point. I was dealing a critically low point in my life when I first met David. I was broken. I was shattered at this point when I first met David because of what I was dealing with. I was dealing with loss, the loss of my late grandfather. And Edmund, who was, if I could say, was a true gent, my grandfather. He was a true gent, Odette. Had you met him, you just don't get so many gents like him now. He's the one and only true gent I knew and looked up to. No, there was one true gent I knew when growing up. There's only one true gent and one that I knew, and that was my wonderful late grandfather, Edmund, the truest of gents one could have ever encountered. No, I was dealing with the loss of my grandfather, and I was dealing with other troubling circumstances within months after he died. And it just piled on one thing after the other, and it pushed me to the brink emotionally. Unfortunately, Odette. So, and then I went through months where I was really not happy with myself. I even went as far as being a recluse for a good few months. I was generally quite reclusive before I met David. No, and I even slipped into a period of almost alcoholism, to tell you something at this point, Odette. I was slipping into a point of alcoholism or when I first met David. Luckily, I did not succeed in being a long-term alcoholic or suffering long-term alcoholism. Because had I not taken up what David got me into, if I'd not taken up what David got me into, Odette, I would have thought, looking at the fate now, what could have happened was probably slipping into long-term alcoholism, being a long-term alcoholic to the point of suffering alcoholism and depression, to the point of needing not only therapy and counseling, but rehabilitation, treatment for alcoholism, whereas the other way around, which was taking the bull by the horns, going to Tinker's Park, although I was hesitant initially, given how I was feeling. But when I met David and when I was talking to him, when I first chatted and conversed with him, something just won me over. Something won me over. But still, given how I was feeling, emotionally shattered and broken, because it was not just prolonged grief of loss I was dealing with, but I was dealing with other troubling things that came within months after. It just piled on, one thing after the other, which really pushed me to the brink, completely to the brink emotionally. Taking the bull by the horns and going to Tinkers Park Steam Rally, it was better, and taking up the event attending that I'm known to do now, it was better that than slipping down a path of long-term alcoholism. It was really better that than slipping down a path of alcoholism and potentially going into therapy or counselling, Odette. But I certainly couldn't agree with you more. It really is fab when someone makes your life better, and David did just that to me. David did that to me. David Scott's personality lives in my best friend, I think. Oh, really? I won't be able to see Bertie for much longer, but I saw him about a week ago or so. But I won't be able to see him again when we move, unless I'm in contact with my former neighbours, that is. But no, I do not have long anymore to see Bertie. I don't have long, unfortunately. No, can't they just, Georgina? Can't they just? It's a pleasure, Harriet. Certainly a pleasure. Yes, alcohol to excess solves nothing, I know. So I know even therapy or counselling sometimes there's a big question mark that lies whether or not it's going to be effective or not when it comes to therapy. If when you're needing it, when you're dealing with critically sad circumstances, or poor circumstances, that is. But so I'm really glad I have supportive family, and also support my best friend, and since I met him. And what it's taught me, if there's anything I've learned since meeting David in nearly 5 years since I met David, because it'll be 5 years next year since first meeting David, if there's anything I've learned, one thing I would say is anyone dealing with a low point or dealing with troubling circumstances, I would say, and someone recommends them something, I'd say, go ahead, go with what was recommended, or go to the Steam Rally or where you want to go. Or talk to someone, go ahead, go. Feel free to open up. There's no reason one should feel alone, especially when they're dealing with a critically low point in sad circumstances. There's certainly no reason why one should feel alone. And if there's anything what meeting David and being friends with David has taught me, it is certainly that. It's a pleasure, Harriet. Yes, very good reminder there, Georgina. Thank you for the reminders. And I'm in agreement with Georgina. Now, why didn't I post that earlier? It's normally something Pamela posts, isn't it? But Pamela's on holiday, in case one wants to know. No, I know, Anne. Yes, this is too true. But I'm glad I climbed out of it. I'm too glad I came. I consider myself as one of those lucky men who came out to the other end. I came out to the other end of my troubles. I didn't heal straight away after going to Tinkers Park, but after the Tinkers Park in 2021, I moved on to the next thing. And slowly but surely, I steadily began to heal from the emotional wounds. I was healed by the fall of 2022, and it was by 2023, Anne, was the first year since before my grandfather died that I had a good year and a better year. The first time in years since I had a better year. And there's no person I could thank than David Scott, because of what he got me into. I managed to see the first time I managed to see a good year for the first time in a long time. 2023. 2022 got better, just only got better in 2022, which it was, even though it was my healing period at this point, until the fall where I'd healed up. And since 2023, I've had better years since. I've had far better years since, because, going through a black hole, it really does take time to heal from it, But come this time next year, Anne, I'm going to do a video talking about what it's meant to me, the 5 years since I met David and the 5 years since I took up event attending and all that. I for one, am certainly most grateful to David, Anne. He's been marvelous to me. I'm very happy with my life, Georgina. I'm very happy with my life. It's been better since 2023. It's been better since then, fully better since 2023. Well, since the fall of 2022, but 2023 was the first time in a long time that I had a full year that was generally better and a good year. And they've been better ever since. Sometime, especially sometime after meeting David. So thank you, Georgina, thank you. No, I was really meaning to show this picture that really took me back in time when I was in, but I failed to show. Oh, no, that's not right. Being a bit of a numpty there. Sorry for the naughty word. Because numpty is a bit of a naughty word, isn't it? But that was me at the Amberley Museum Communications Day event inside what is an old BBC television station. What do you make of that? One piece of nostalgia and enchantment. Some history in an old television station. Thanks, Odette. Oh, thank you. You really would have liked my grandfather, Odette. You well and truly would. Oh, thanks, Odette. It took me back in time when I saw this. It took me back in time. No, it really, when you're sitting in an old BBC television station, it really does take you back in time. If there's any way to so describe it, it really took me back in time. Not just that, but all what I'd seen inside it, because all black and white televisions in the station. It really took me back in time, greatly so. And there's another thing more fascinating, but it'll probably get a few people worried. It may or may not get a few people worried, but this, one of my most favorite pictures from 2025, me posing on a 1939 HPL motorcycle. I did not ride it, by the way, because it was sealed up, and it was on a sealed up restraint, so I couldn't cycle it. And also the owner had the keys. And in no way would I dare attempt to steal the motorcycle. I would never have done that. Not once. Certainly not. BBC will have that effect. I have the perfect voice for a BBC programme. Oh, thanks, Anne. Thank you. No, I wonder too. No, I'm wearing black trousers, a shirt, cardigan, and a tie with a vest on underneath my shirt. Well, it's two cardigans, in fact. Shirt, tie, and my blue-collared coat. I don't know, Anne. I sincerely don't know, but very good question. No, And but also it was a bit big for me, the motorcycle, a little bit big for my standards. The thing that was big was the seating. So when I sat on the seat, I was sort of bobbing about a little bit, wobbling around a little on the motorbike seating. And why I was wobbling around on the motorbike seating was because of my small waist size. Because I think, as all of you know, why I was wobbling around on the seating is because I've only got a 30-inch waist, to tell you of things. But if I've made any of you jealous since revealing that I've got a 30-inch waist, my sincerest apologies. But, I'm just a small-built man. That's all there is to it. And because the seating was big, and because I've got a small waist, with a big seat on a motorcycle and a small waist to go with it, inevitably you're going to be wobbling around on the seat. Well, for some people, that is. But the motorcycle owners, they were large people, so the seating wouldn't have been an issue for them as such. I was like, the motorcycle is wonderful, but the seating's a bit big. And they were like, oh, okay. And I said, and they were like, well, why is that? And I said, I've only got a 30-inch waist, which is why, and I think that could explain why the seating was a bit big for me, because I've got a small waist. And the lady, or the wife, she was like, I can't remember the last time I had a 30-inch waist. She was a large lady. She was quite a bit bigger than I. She was quite large for size, she is. And also the husband was large. He was a big, big guy. He was tall, and he was really quite huge, quite a really big, huge guy. I mean, I would say big. He was about the size, the appropriate size of a rugby player, the husband of this motorcycle here. And I think the wife would have definitely made a good female rugby player, because she was really quite large, as was her husband, too. Two large couples, that is. And I'm not large, I'm actually small and skinny. But, some of us are big, some of us are small. There you are. Thanks, Jodie. Thank you. Leathers look good on men. Thanks, Flapper. If I could, Odette, I would certainly give you a nice long hug. No, you're always so lovely, Odette. You really are. I wish there were more lovely people like yourself. And you make a very good dear mother, and a very good dear grandmother too. No. I understand you're looking out for me, Bill, but it's best that you don't do it publicly, okay? We have nothing against you, Bill, but it's just some things it's best not said online, okay? That's all. I'm very thankful to you for looking out for me, but it's best it's not done online, okay? Because some of us, Sapper and I included, have been dealing with a lot of shit online. Excuse the language. That's all. I would have been a good rugby player had I been interested. Used to play footy with the lads as a teen. I used to play a lot of football when I was a teen. Rugby, no, I could not play rugby. No, I'm too small a man to play rugby. I mean, I was forced to play rugby when I was a petite little 13-year-old. I don't think I could have been 8 stone then. And oh my goodness, the violence, the tackling, and how often I got beaten up when tackled. Bloody hell. Oh, it was hell. That was. But no, I'm not doing rugby. Never in a million years would I play rugby again. It's just too violent. Too many, and so even quite a lot of the boys who I played rugby with were a hell of a lot bigger and stronger than I. And I would easily not only was I easily tackled, but I'd easily get beaten by them. And they were certainly taller than I, as well as a lot larger. I was just a skinny petite. I even got skinny shamed when I was aged 15. I mean, when I was aged 15, I got changed in the changing room. My friend said, "You're really skinny. You need to eat more." I could eat, but I couldn't gain the weight as a 15-year-old. I really couldn't. I could seldom gain any weight until I was 20. You know, and that was when I really put on weight. I think when I nearly slipped into alcoholism, I think that was what really got what caused weight gain. And after turning 20, and I changed my diet and changed with the drinking after the Tinker's Park, when I managed to slowly heal up the wounds, the thing that I stopped was drinking to excess. When I after the Tinker's Park, when I slowly began to heal up from the wounds and changed the diet to a mostly fruit, vegetable, and fish diet rather than a crap diet, I didn't lose weight after my 20, because I was 20 when this all happened. I did not lose weight after that. I remained 11 stone. Although I actually have lost a little bit of weight. I only lost a pound earlier this year. I'm 10 stone, 13 pounds, which is 153 pounds, by the way, but was from 2021 until this year of 2025, 154 pounds. But I wouldn't want to go, I really don't want to be anything under 153 pounds. I really don't. You know, because I was really, looking back now, I was too thin when I was 130 pounds. I was much too thin back then. And in case any of you Brits or those of you in England and Scotland want to know, 130 pounds is 9 stone and 4 pounds, or 59 kilos. Picture that on a 5'8" man. No, it wasn't an exhibition. It was a motorcycle owned by a couple. No, those are just motorcycles. A motorcycle event like the Amberley Museum motorcycle event, it's just for people to come and look at, what have you. And if the motorcycle owner allows, they let them pose and sit on the motorcycle and what have you. It's not quite an exhibition, no, but very good guess there, Bill. I'm certainly not disputing your guess here. What did Mary say? Oh, Mary. Oh, my lovely, lovely Mary. Don't you know just how nice and kind you really are? You are just lovely in every way. Started race walking when you was 18. Impressive. Very impressive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
My name is Jeff.
Thought I'd show something rather funny. On the whole. Oh, another funny thing it's worth showing.
I've got when I requested, although response arrived, so she can shout,
"Get out of it, Biffle, right up inside!" When you are lost in London and you don't know where you are, you hear my voice a calling, fast further down the car, and very soon you'll find yourself inside the terminus. London Transport Diesel engine, nice and horsepower omnibus. We don't ask much for wages, we only want their shares. So come down all the stages and stick up all the fares. If tickets cost £1 a piece, why should you make a fuss? It's worth it just to ride inside the 30-foot long by 8-foot wide. Inside that mono off the road, from Turner off the highway, coat that big six-wheeler trolley, painted London Transport Diesel engine, nice and horsepower omnibus.
hold very tight, please.
Showered both your dogs today. What a carry on, oh wow. I'll bet because they just shake off the water dogs. They always shake off, don't they? They always shake it. No, but I hope the dogs aren't too... I hope you've got some big dogs, Odette. You've got some big dogs. I am a bit... I do worry about you sometimes regarding your big dogs, Odette. And why I worry is just me, I wouldn't be able to handle 2 big dogs. I wouldn't be able to handle 2 dogs the size of yours. But all I'm really hoping, sincerely hoping, Odette, is you're able to to handle your two big dogs okay, because I do genuinely feel rather concerned about people who have two large dogs as large as yours. Yes, yes. Okay, I'll show what Kebby meant.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
My name is Jeff.
That's the one that was referred to. And I did this for Daphne on her birthday earlier this year. I did this for Daphne's birthday. Panda German Shepherd is Jodie's breed. That was Daphne as a kitten, Kebby. One is good, she walks in and sits under the water. The younger one needs wrestled in. Oh, my word. That was Daphne as a kitten, Jodie, Flapper, Georgina, Blacksmith. Stern word if needed, but... No, but Odette looks like Wallace when he was a kitten. Oh, no, your Wallace is handsome. Big boy, but handsome. No, but Odette, I really do hope you're okay with your two really large, big dogs. No, I mean, so long as you're strong enough to handle your two big dogs, that's the main thing. Because I, as a man, even just short of 11 stone, even though I'm the same height as you, and just short of 11 stone of weight, I wouldn't be strong enough to handle two large dogs. I'm strong enough to handle a small dog. I'm strong enough to handle a small dog, but I really can't handle big, large dogs. Well, I can handle, I think one I could only just about, but it's harder. But because I'm a small man, I'm small for size, and I don't have a huge amount of strength on me, since I'm not a very heavy weight, it is harder. It is generally harder. But two large dogs, that's out of the question for me. That's completely out of the question for me to handle. But so long as you can handle the two large dogs okay, especially when it comes to walking them, so long as you're okay, that's the main thing. That's the main thing, Odette. I just wouldn't want them to endanger your safety, given how large they are. No, really, Odette, I hope I didn't cause you any offence or hurt or upset there, but I do genuinely worry about some people with large dogs, especially smaller people with two large dogs. Two. I mean, so long as you can handle them, Odette, that's certainly fine. And I have nothing against oneself having two large dogs. I know, yes, you said they're very rare. They look very, very rare. You like to recommend a US-based Mr. Kittens on YouTube, where some cats in a lovely community wear GoPros and capture each other's daily route. Now that is interesting. Okay, Mr. Kittens, right. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for the suggestion. My friends have 2 German Shepherds now, real softies. They're very large, though. Hi, Norman. Hello to you indeed. Hello to you. Old English bullies. No, I'm happy you did not take offence, Odette. I would hate to cause you any offence. But so long as you're strong enough to handle 2 large dogs, I mean, I'm certainly gladly happy. But it's just me personally, I wouldn't be strong enough to handle it. I can handle cats, though. I can handle more than 2 cats, though. I can certainly handle my Maine Coon. But 2 large dogs, it's out of the question for me, unfortunately. But never mind, never mind. Old English are sweet, prone to stubbornness, but sweet. Unfortunately, everybody, it is now game over. Game over for now until next week, Tuesday. And next week, Tuesday, will be the last live. I'll be doing it in this property. And like I said, from this live stream until further notice, just once a week. Until further notice, until this issue is put to bed. And yes. And so may I take the time of thanking each and every one of you most kindly, sincerely for watching. And I shall see you next week on the 26th of August, 2025 for some fun. And I'm really sorry to all of you about no presentation. I didn't get enough time to make one because of what I'm going through right now. But next week, Tuesday, 26th of August, the last day I'll be doing a live stream in this property. And then come September, I'll be in my new place. We'll be in a new place. Good night for now, lovely Odette. You have a good evening, lovely Norman. Good night and hugs to you always, my lovely Odette. Good night and hugs to you always. It's a pleasure. Certainly a pleasure, Harriet. Pleasure always, Anne and Flapper. Thank you all most sincerely, kindly for watching, everybody. And I shall certainly see you in the very next live stream. And hopefully next live stream, I'll have a presentation. Ta-ta for now, another time. From Foxy. Ta-ta for now.
Thanks for coming, everyone. From your friend, Foxy. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe on the way out.